So this is the FastSnail Nintendo Switch 2 protective case. On Amazon, it's sitting around a 4.4 out of 5 stars with 122 reviews. Not bad. So for inserting this grip, this one's actually very easy. It's a 4-piece design and the outer shell goes on with zero hassle. The shell itself holds 12 game cards inside, which is genuinely creative. I love seeing innovation like that instead of the same recycled grip designs. That said, I knocked it down slightly because while this goes on easily, it also can kind of fall apart easily. But my main gripe here is the bottom of the grip. It feels a little too flimsy. Adhesives here would have gone a long way, and I'm honestly surprised they didn't include any. Most grips usually do. And the top hooks don't exactly snap on perfectly onto the Joy-Cons. So you have to be careful your index finger doesn't accidentally push them loose. It's a minor gripe here, but hey, I live for the gripes. So I'm giving inserting here an 8.5 out of 10. Durability and droppability goes hand in hand with putting this together. Again, unfortunately, I don't think this is as durable as it looks. Will it survive a drop? Probably. That said, this is full 360 coverage. Top, bottom, sides, everything is protected, including the top corners of the Joy-Cons. So if you drop it, your Switch 2 is protected. I just think that the pieces will come apart when that happens, but I haven't done a drop test. I'm giving this a 7.5, but if I drop it, I'll let you know and update you in the future. This could also be an 8. For dockability here, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 though.
Approved!
This was like butter. This was one of the most smoothest docking grips I've tested so far. There were no clearance issues, no resistance. FastSnail clearly prioritized docking here, and it definitely shows. Comfort here though, I really like this grip. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It's very comfortable. I've been coming back to it the last few nights of gaming. I really like the rounded bottom corners here. Weight here, this grip is surprisingly light. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. The top shell does add some heft, but realistically, that's only staying on during travel. I did, however, find myself leaving it on while moving between rooms because it was just convenient. Swap a game on a whim without going back to the shelf. That said, if you lose the shell with all your games inside, that's gonna be a very sad day. My recommendation, don't fill it with all 12 games, pick 4 to 6 games, commit, and move on. I know it's hard to make choices, but be decisive.
Count of 3, we're all gonna put down our guns.
I have crossbows.
So overall here, I really liked this. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I don't drop my Switch 2. I'm pretty conscientious of how I handle my handhelds, but this grip still earned a spot in my rotation. I kept coming back to it night after night of gaming. It's comfortable, it docks perfectly, and only slightly changes but improves the Switch 2's ergonomics. This could potentially live on your Switch 2 24/7. Just keep an eye on those dock temperatures if you're playing for long sessions.